Hey everybody, my name is Rachel and I'm about to tell you what makes a good story. But first, let's be real with each other. We know when we found a good story, and a story could be a book, it could be a news article. There are lots of stories. For example, I tell horrible stories. My stories typically consist of, so this one time, I made a blue cake. And that's about it. Not that great, not that interesting. A good story is something that you can relate to, something that you love to read over and over again. If you go onto Google and type in, what makes a good story? You'll get an answer exactly like this. A good story is about something the audience decides is interesting or important. A great story often does both by using storytelling to make important news interesting. So, anything can be news, anything can be a story. A good story does more than inform and amplify, it adds value to that topic. If you go onto AmericanPressInstitute.org and you scroll down a few paragraphs, you'll find this. Creating a good story means finding and verifying important or interesting information and then presenting it in a way that engages the audience. Good stories are part of what makes journalism different and more valuable than other content in the media universe. After doing some searching, I was able to come up with about 5 elements that make a really good story. The first one is that it's simple. Having a simple story makes it easy for the reader to understand what's going on. The second element is emotional. Emotional. Who wants to read a dull story? I don't. Straight up, because I will skip it if it's on my Facebook timeline. I'm like, okay, bye, I don't care. But if it's emotional, if it's a tearjerker, then you're gonna wanna read it, you're gonna wanna watch it. You will give it your attention. And the third element is truthful. Truthful. Who wants to read a big bag of lies? Why waste your time? Makes no sense. So when it's truthful, then it's a more accurate story. This is especially true for newspapers, TV, magazines, whatever. If it's truthful, then it's going to be a better overall story. The fourth element is real. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of sick of what's going on with the Kardashians. Because after watching several seasons of their TV show, I found they are really hard to believe to be real people. Nobody acts the way that Kim Kardashian acts with her sisters. I have sisters, none of us act like that. So it's hard to believe that they're real, and they get boring, even though they're kind of dumb and they do funny things sometimes. And the fifth and final element is that it's valid. Regardless of the audience size, a valid story is a good story, and it will attract readers and a bigger audience. So there you have it, my 5 elements to what makes a good story. If you have any questions, you can ask me, you can ask Ashley, or you can ask Brother Henderson. What are you waiting for? Go find a story. You can do it. Go have fun.